Hello friends, welcome to DevOps tutorial, and in this video lecture we are going to create a simple DevOps project. So let's understand the project flow. So suppose example, any developer will push their code into the Git repository. So whenever any push event is happen, Jenkins will trigger a build and it will generate a war file. That war file we are going to deploy into the EC2, and in that EC2 instance we are creating we have a one Docker file. In that Docker file we have written a script. For the script content, and it will download the Tomcat image from the Docker hub and copy that var file into the Tomcat default directory and expose the port 8080. So using the Docker file we are creating a custom Tomcat image, and once the custom Tomcat image will be created, we are creating a container of that Tomcat image using that var file. So this is the complete process we are doing in this project. So let's start the process. So guys, we are in the Jenkins now. The first step is we have to download a plugins, that is publish our SSH. So to download the plugins we have to go to the manage Jenkins option and go to the manage plugins, and here we have to go to the available section. So this plugins is already available in my machine, so it is not visible here. So you can find in install section. So this is the publish our SSH plugin, so you have to install this plugins. Okay, once the installation is completed, go to the manage Jenkins, configure system, go down, and here the publish our SSH option will come. So here we have to define your key. So that key will be you can copy from the PEM file. So when you are open that PEM file into the text document, it will generate a RSA private key, and that private key you have to paste it here. After the fill this information, you have to fill the server SSH server information. The first thing, you have to provide the name. You can provide any name here. Host name, you can have to provide your IP address of your host machine. Username, my username is Ubuntu, you can provide your username is here. And after fill this information, you have to click apply, save and apply. Now the next thing is we have to create a Java project. So the project is Java project, is a freestyle project. Click on the OK, and the project is created here. Now we have to do some settings, discard the old builds, and we have to provide the git URL. So git URL we can copy in our document section. So this is the public URL, so it's not required any ID and password. After the source code management, we have to go to the build trigger options. So what we are doing, whenever the any developer will push the code, we have to trigger the build. So for that one we have to enable the GitHub hook trigger. Okay, after this setting we have to go to the build environment. We have to delete the workspace before start the build. And the next is we have to go to the build section. In this build section we have to select invoke top level maven target and select the maven, and the goal is package. Okay, and click and apply and save. Okay, so now we have to trigger the build to check the project is working fine or not. So build is started. So once the build will generated, it will create a one web app.var file. So this web app.var file we are going to deploy into the Tomcat. Okay, so now the next steps is go to the configure section. We have to enable the webhook. So for that one we have to go to our Git repository, go to the setting for the project that we have selected, and go to the web section. So the webhook URL is already set up here. We have to just provide the IP address and GitHub hyphen webhook. Okay, so let's trigger a build here. Go to the code, edit section, and we are just changing into the readme file and commit the changes. So whenever any push event is happen, so Jenkins will start a trigger a new build. We can see here the new build is started because the webhook will always get the event whenever any push event is happen. So the webhook is working fine, it will generate a var file. The next step is we have to create a docker file. So docker file will be created in our the server. So this is our server. We have just copy the URL and log in into the terminal. So I think we are already logging here. So just view the docker file. So in the docker file we can see here we are downloading the Tomcat 8 image from the Docker Hub and providing the maintainer name. And once the then next step is copy the web app var file into the Tomcat default directory, and after that one we are exposing the 8080 port. So when we are executing this docker file, it will create one custom image of Tomcat, and once the custom image is created we are going to deploy this custom we are creating a new container with the help of that docker custom image. Okay, so just go here our Jenkins project and go to the configurations section. Here we have to go to the post build actions. So once the var file will have generated, we have to click the option send build artifacts our SSH. So the SSH server that we have defined in that section, it will come here, and here we have to provide the var file. Okay, so if you want to remove the prefix, you can remove here. So remote directory, so our remote directory is okay, and execute command. Okay, so for that one we have the couple of commands that we are going to execute. First we have to move the var file into your current directory. So this is the command sudo mv and home. So whenever we are pushing copy the var file into the server, the var file will be created in this location, so we have to move that file. So go to the Jenkins. This is the first command that using to move the var file. So the second command is go to the current directory, and the third command is stop the container. So suppose example, if you have the container is already running and you are creating the same container, so it will give error because we are already using the 8090 port. So first we have to stop that container and we have to remove the container because we are going to install a fresh container. And the third command is create a custom image, and the last command is create a container. So this is the complete process. First we have to move the var file into the current directory, go to the current directory, stop the previous running container, remove the container and create a new image using the var file, and create a new container using that custom image. So after this setting we have to click apply and save and trigger a build here. So build is started. So we can see here the steps connecting to the SSH and move the var file into the current directory. We are going to the current directory, then it stop the current running container, it's remove the container, and here it's creating the custom image, and after that one it's executing the command for creating the containers. So this is the steps they are following. So the status is success and completed. So let's go to our server IP address. So go to copy 8090. So if it is running fine, it will be start the Tomcat server. So we have to copy this IP address and go to the browser, and the 8090 that we have bought. So we can see here the container is working fine because the Tomcat homepage is visible here. So we have to go to our web app. So it's working fine. That is also present in our application. So what our next step is, we have to check that container is created or not. So for that one, we have to go to our terminal and check the images, docker images. So we can see here that the my images is created, and container, that container is also created, that my image, and this is the container ID. Now let's clear everything so we can see what is the process is happening in the background. Docker stop, sorry, docker ps, this command gives the information about the running container. So stop this container, remove the container, then we have to clear, then docker images. So clear the images all, docker rmi, this command is used to clear all the images. So all the images are removed. Docker images, there is no images there. Docker ps, though no running container is here. ps -a, no container is there. So let's go to the Jenkins and trigger a new build. So new build is started. So we can see here it will pulling the images from the Docker hub and is downloading. So once the this all the information all this progress is done, it will start the process one by one. Like first step is second step is maintainer, then copy the var file into the Tomcat default directory, expose the port 8080, and after the created the custom image, it will create a container using that custom image. So we can see here docker images, there's two images is created, one is Tomcat default and another is our custom image, docker ps. So we can see here the container is created using our custom image. So let's go to the browser, /web app. So we can see here our container is running fine, and it's using our var file. So guys, thank you. This is the sample DevOps project that we have created. So please like and subscribe my YouTube channel for more upcoming videos. Thank you.